What is going on, guys? Pomzo97 here, and I'm going to start off with an apology. The quality of this audio is really crap because I only found out this morning that my microphone, my headset microphone, has in fact broken. I can't use it. It isn't working. Not quite sure why. So the actual audio, well, the microphone source is at the actual laptop itself, which is kind of muffled, has a lot of background noise, a lot of weird sound effects. It's not the best quality in the world, and I do apologise about that, and I'll buy a new microphone during the week. But anyway, tune into the actual video itself. This is the ASR BAHRAIN Grand Prix. We had it last night. It was a pretty interesting race. The first race of the season for me, as I missed Australia. And we got qualified P9 on the grid. It wasn't the best qualifying for me, but it was okay, starting mid-pack. So hopefully we can get off to a good start and get some good points, which is all I'm aiming for this race. So really, Bahrain isn't one of really my best tracks, but let's see how we go. So we've got 5 lights are out now, and away we go. We hesitate a little bit at the start line, and Zezmi pulls away from us quite a bit there. Acho's now got him inside, but we've got a good gap down the outside. We're going to brake late. Oh no, we've been completely wiped out. Got it. Well, the innocent bystander of that, really. I just got 2 cars swiping across me. We're going to have a slow-mo replay of that in a minute, but so we'll continue the rest of the lap with no front wing. There's several cars off to the side there, including both McLarens. Timo Marduk and the Renault also got collected as well, I think on turn 2. So now we're trying to survive the rest of the lap with no front wing. They're trying to keep out of everyone's way, don't want to cause any more collisions. We keep out of X-Ficho's way there as he went around the outside of us, going through the double S. And now we have to keep out of Timo Marduk's way. We actually cut the corner on the inside of the apex just to keep out of the way of the famous YouTuber himself, who don't really want to collect him with no front wing. That'd be a very noobish thing to do. We actually got a warning for a corner cutting thing, and we only have 3 warnings for a penalty in this game, so we really used one of that token to search, which isn't too good. But this is not the start we wanted. We wanted to keep it nice and clean going towards turn 1, and we would have done really if we weren't sideswiped massively by the 2 cars ahead. But anyway, go for the rest of lap 1 with no front wing, trying to let the Ferrari pass now of SRL height, who swerves quite justly in front of us. That's kind of dangerous from the Ferrari there. I left plenty of room on the track, but he nearly collects us. But anyway, so this is the slow-mo replay of the start. I think if you look at the right, Acho brakes really quite late, hits the back of Quicksilver, spins him into the Torosso, spins him into me, who's going down the outside. I get collected, no warning, no time to react to anything. I'm surprised, really surprised. I didn't actually get terminal damage from that. No front wing, into the air for a couple of seconds. I think all 4 wheels were off the ground at least some stage during that 360 spin there, and of course we have to turn back around, reach on the racetrack, and that's 3 cars collecting a big pile before we even get to turn 1. What can you do in this situation? That's just a really unlucky way to start the season for me. As you can see, Timo Marduk there had a little bit of a collision with one of the McLarens. But of course, last place, going to the pit lane at the end of lap 1. The rest of the field are really going up the back straight towards turn 4. We're in the pits, changing onto the medium tyres and getting a new front wing, which is taking forever. If something's going to put you on the back front at the start of the race, then getting sideswiped at turn 1 is definitely one of those things. The only thing we can really hope for now is a safety car to save our race. We're P16, last on the grid, last in the field, a long way behind the rest of the field at half a lap down. So really we're just going to try and catch up to the rest of the guys. We have caught up to Acho, who I think made a pit stop, and the Ferrari of SRL height, I think, also is ahead as well. So hopefully we can challenge them for a little bit. So they're on fresher hard tyres though, but we've got a safety car, so that's really what we want. So this will save our race actually. The tyre wear so far isn't looking that good, especially on the front to left. I'm really bad looking after the front left in this game. I think it's mostly just turn 10. That's the only corner I seem to not be able to not lock up on this game. I haven't yet quite mastered it, but even so, I was worse in previous games though, to be fair. But we are going to pit lane now for the second pit stop. We're going on to another set of medium tyres, and I think we can probably run the softs to the end after this. Maybe, depends how long the safety car stays out. It's going to be very touch and go though. If we'd used the soft tyres in the first stint, then we would have got away with 2 medium tyres. But now we're caught up to the back of the field. We've got Quicksilver ahead. We keep a distance back as he's lagging quite a bit, as you can see there. So we're keeping our distance from Quicksilver a lot during this safety car period. As you remember back to Abu Dhabi, we got collected by a lag car then. I really don't want it to be the same here, as we actually have a good chance of getting points now during this race. So we get a really quite sluggish restart, you know, trying to keep it careful behind the 2 cars ahead. We've got another car spin off, I think that's oh my god, it's Joe. And we've got Acho who's right on the back of us. He had a good restart. I think he made a pit stop in the safe car. Quicksilver once again is lagging, and he's going on the inside of the Mana. Oh my god, it's Joe. The 4 is going on the inside of me. It's about 3 wide. Oh my god, there's a collision ahead, but it's lag actually. It's all to lag. We brake in the apex of turn 2 to not collect Quicksilver and have front wing damage. That was very close and very hectic safety car restart. Quicksilver there, collected by the Force India of Acho. I'm not sure whether it's just lag on both their screens or whatever, but I think he's actually now gone behind us. There's a very poor restart for Quicksilver, at least to get rid of the lag car problem. As SRL Height there goes for a spin in the infield, and that's put in behind me now as we move up to 12th place. It's not too bad so far. Now we've got a 3-way battle ahead. We've got the Mana, we've got the Force India, and the Renault of Team Marduk is holding up the 2 guys ahead. I think actually they went for a half spin and held up, oh my god, it's Joe, and we actually got the inside of him. I want to say inside, we got around the outside of turn 9 there, so it's a pretty cool move. Not bad, not bad. And now we're into P11, 1 position off the points. Team Marduk ahead actually has front wing damage as they're holding up the guys ahead, but we make a bit of a mistake going to turn 10. We got caught out slightly behind the rear end of Acho, and that puts us on the curb. And that's not good traction going all the way up the back straight now. We've got the side-by-side with the Ferrari of SRL Height. He's got the inside line. We brake quite early as well when you just give him the position, really. Try to get better traction. We'll get a lot of wheel spin there, but you know, yeah, it doesn't really amount to anything. As we go now towards the 3rd sector. Got a front wing on the track there. We accidentally cut the corner. It's just a little bit too much on the curb. That's actually the only corner I cut during this race, but that is the 2nd warning for corner cutting. 1 more and I will get a penalty, which is a bit annoying, especially as one of those was used trying to avoid a collision there. But we've got a good run through the final corner. We're right on the back of the Ferrari. Got DRS, Slipstream. Hopefully he can't get a position. He defends to the inside rather aggressively, but then moves back to the outside, so we get the inside line instead. Thank you very much. Brake quite late, still hit the apex, so give the Ferrari enough room on the outside of the corner. And he actually parks it on the apex of turn 2. We hit the back of him. Somehow don't get any front wing damage. We lose position to the Mana, as I'm not sure what SRL Height was doing there. He was very slow through that corner, and he didn't have to be really. I think he maybe just got a little bit too much wheel spin or something like that. That's a bit unfortunate. The Ferrari has now disappeared. I'm not quite sure what happened to him, but now we're around the back of the Mana of, oh my god, it's Joe. As he gets on the curb, wheel spin out of turn 9. We look to the outside of turn 2. This is quite dangerous right here. I was actually going to back out of the move, but he left me enough room on the outside of the hairpin. And it looks like it's going to be a great move. We've got a yellow flag, the Mana's teammate, the spin out in the infield, and we actually get a legal overtake. Really annoying. We try to let the Mana back through, and he was actually in the slipstream at the time. I didn't realise he just took back into it. We actually had to pull off on the side of the track to avoid a collision with, oh my god, it's Joe. That's put us on the back foot, but hopefully with the 2nd DRS zone on this track, we can actually get past him. But we cut the corner, the penultimate corner, and there's a 3-second penalty. That was literally our final warning from the race as well. We only ever got 3 warnings, and that's just a penalty. Slam dunk, but just one of those things. It was deserved, I suppose. I did get a little bit of advantage on the Mana, it has to be said. So now we're on the back of the... I thought he was actually going to the pit lane there, but he sort of duped me. But we're in the slipstream. He's defending to the inside quite well this time. So we're going to look to the outside, brake quite late. We're going to try and do the same thing that SRL Height did to us. Get the outside of which turn to the inside for turn 2. And there you go, it's a nice move. Good move on, oh my god, it's Joe. That makes up for the turn 10 attempted move. When really I should have got the position. But anyway, our virtual safety car. I think someone else retired. I think that was Quicksilver, who had a mare of a race. But now we've got a sluggish restart, and we're actually going to the pit lane at the end of this lap, though. The Mana is actually going to follow us in. We broke really quite early for the pit lane speed limiters. I didn't practice before the race, and I was a bit hesitant. I didn't want to get a drive-through, as Bahrain is a track you probably will get a drive-through a lot. We're actually going side by side down the pit lane there. We go to the soft tyres, but luckily, I think we will just about get ahead of the Mana driver there. I'm not sure he's having a front wing change, but he's quite far behind us. So it's lucky, and we're going to get out on the track in P9 ahead of, oh my god, it's Joe still in the pit lane. But also ahead of Team at Marduk, who is now the car behind, I believe. Look up a little bit into turn 1, but it's not too bad. And now we're going to run these tyres through to the end of the race. Quite hard, as I don't really have the best tyre wear, especially on the front left. But we do actually make it to the final lap without any puncture. Look at the front left tyre. It is really quite wavy now. It says that sort of texture it does before you do get a puncture in this game. So it's quite risky. We've caught up slightly to the guys ahead, especially SRL Height, who's the next car in this Ferrari. A little bit of a lockup that won't have tyre wear at all when we're under pressure from Oh My God It's Show on the final lap of this race. I hope he has a penalty. If not, then I will lose vision to him anyway. So now going to the back straight towards the final sector. The Ferrari there is really struggling. I'm not sure if he's got throwing damage or has got puncture. I don't think he has a puncture, but he's going much lower than that. But he's really struggling up ahead. And there you can see he's going very slow for the penultimate corner. Might be able to get him. I think we're a bit too far away though for the final corner. The Mano, on the other hand, is really close behind our rear end. Can we hold on to the 9th place? Go for the final corner now. We've got a little bit of fuel left, so we're going to stick into Rich, getting the slipstream of the Ferrari. No, we run out of fuel, going to the line. The man gets past us. We've come across the line for P10, but it moves to P9. As SRL Height goes behind me, he must have more drive-through penalties than me. Oh, more time penalties than me. And poor Team at Marduk, poor Ben Daly, coming across the line, limping across the line for P11 with a front left puncture. To be honest, I probably really should have got puncture. I didn't have a look at my tyre wear at all in the final stint. I was a bit worried about it, but I can imagine it was really quite high. Tyre wear, for me, is definitely my Achilles heel on this game. But P9 isn't too bad. I would have lost the position to Oh My God It's Show anyway with that penalty I got. Very unfortunate, but I mean, I cut those corners as my mistake, really. What can he do? But P9, not a bad recovery from getting smashed out on the first lap. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. The audio quality will be better for the next videos. I have to buy a new microphone, but I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. And I'll see you guys for the next ASR race, which will be round 3 around the Russian Grand Prix. So see you guys then. Palms out.